Well, there it is, people. I uh, I put one of my fastbacks Stingrays on Craigslist, and I mentioned I had this Columbia Playbike, and he said, "How much do I want for it?" I said, "I'm not really selling it, but if you want, I'll give you for the same price." The same price was 500. I'm trying to make a little room, and I've had the bike a long time. Ah, look at this, people. Look at that. I'm sitting out here in my yard, and mosquitoes are getting me. I got him, but he got me first. Gotta be careful. So just take a look at some of the other bikes I got here. As you can see, I'm a bike collector. There's my 24-inch 5-speed roll fast 5-speed, and uh, this is like an adult sized muscle bike, and nobody, this is like the only one you'll ever see, 24-inch. So uh, I'm keeping that bike forever. I'm not selling it, so don't even ask me. And it's got a triple bar, 1, 2, 3. So that's really cool. And it's got a 1 3/8 inch tire in the front, and I got a wide tire in the back. It originally came with 1.75. And here's another Columbia. I got an old Hawthorne there, skip tooth. Uh, Actually, that's a Schwinn. This one's a Schwinn. I put a Evans tank on it. I don't know why. Hey, yeah, banana. We call them banana muscle bikes. And here's a, that's a cool boys J.C. Higgins right there. And I have on that one. Uh, it has truss rods, not the beehive. That's a beehive. That's another J.C. Higgins boys. And this one, this one's a Phantom, Schwinn Phantom, and we got a J.C. Higgins, and I got another J.C. Higgins. Uh, yeah, I that J.C. Higgins is so cool, and I even put uh, the kickstand that lifts the back tire up, a V stand on it. And then I got my favorite Hawthorne right there, and I got another Stingray, and I got a Columbia 5-star, and here's my double Springer. Look, it's got a Hawthorne. It's got a Springer in the front and one on each side, 2 Springers in the back. Uh, I used to be riding it, and I don't know, it's been sitting here. I might fix it up again, but it's all here. It's a middleweight. I painted it over a little bit. It's the original color, but it's got, no one's ever seen a Hawthorne with 3 Springers on it. So it's got one on each side in the back and a beehive in the front. And then I got some more Columbia. That's a Pope made by Columbia. This is a Columbia brand. It's Fleetwood. Fleetwood. I got I got a lot of parts over here. So that Stingray in the back is a 67. See, it's got a green frame sticking out right there. It's a cool Stingray right there. It's a 67. And the reason why I'm trying to thin them out is because I want to start riding some of these ones in the back, and I can't get to them. So here's a cool bro. Look at it. They named it after Scat. Imagine. That's a 3-speed roll fast girls bike. The seat's brand new. I don't even think the bike was ever ridden. Hey, oh, hey, Carol. There's. Let me lock up my shed here. These are just my outdoor bikes. Check out my lawn ornament. Look at this thing. I had this rideable and I just left it outside. I should have brought it in, but this could be interchanged on another bike. It's all aluminum. Check out the. Is that cool? Alright, so this is a bike I'm selling. So this is all muscle right here. Look, it's got the. I gotta clean it up. He offered me $500 for it. Should I sell it? I figured, what the heck. 500's a good price, right? And look, it had the horn light with the horn inside it. And you know why they stopped making these stick shifts? Because some kid fell off the seat and I went into his his groin. But we didn't care. And it's a rare color too, Columbia, so it's a very hard bike to find. So I figured all original. So I figured 500's good, right? I gotta clean it up a little, put air in the tires. The kid's coming up from the Bronx and he's gonna ride it home, imagine. He says he got 500. So I'm making a movie before it's gone so everybody sees it. They know I had it. I had this bike over 20 years. And I've seen a lot of play bikes, but not exactly like this one, not this color. And this is a cantilever frame, 5-speed. So it was one of the top of the lines back then. So I'm gonna take it out and sell it. And he wanted me to take a picture of it, so that's why I took it out, and I'm gonna clean it up a little. But I got the bike. So when I came back from Florida, I started growing stuff. So if you guys want to see, these are my pepper plants. I got some. Those are eggplants. This is my figs. They kind of freeze down, so this is all new growth. I don't know if I'm gonna get figs in time, but we'll see. And then I got more tomatoes. There's some zucchini I planted. They're not really that big yet. And let's show you. These are tomatoes. Look, I'm already getting tomatoes. Look, and look at the weather. That's why I didn't go fishing this week. Every single day it's been cloudy, rain, and check out my apples. You like the bike? This is a grafted tree with five different kinds of apples. So like each branch has different apples. And I got it from Home Depot. and it said it had 5 different kinds. So every branch was grafted onto this, and you could tell. Look at this branch. It has these little red apples already. See that? These are a different kind. See? And then you go on the next branch. It's another kind of apple. See? Every branch is practically a different kind of apple. These are quite big already. Look. These are big. And then you go on this one branch over here. See? These are red apples on this branch. Then you go down here, and I think these are the yellow apples. So every single branch is 5 different kinds of apples on this tree. And look, this branch is another kind of apple. I don't know what kind this is. And it was growing up, so I cut all these branches down because I don't want it just growing high. So we're gonna keep it like low like this. And there's another kind of apple. I don't know. There's only this one branch here. See, they grafted it down there. It's the only one that's not really getting apples. So I don't know what kind of apple that is yet, but that's the one branch. They're apples. I grow apples. That's my apple tree. I only had it like 3 years, and you just look at all the apples on it. Look at that. Look inside. Apples everywhere you look. Oop. And it's just a little tree. Look in there. So I'm doing good with apples this year. I got like a bushel off of this little tree. And then you see, even though I haven't had a sun yet, I'm getting tomatoes. So as soon as we get some sunny days, these things will like take off. And there's the bike I'm selling. And I sold one of the kayaks, and he didn't want the fishing kayak, so I still got a fishing kayak. And this is the light one. He took the heavy one, so I might take it out. It's got, see, here's where you put the fishing rods in. So, and then I got this bike, this boat I might take to Florida. I don't know. See how wide it is in the front? It's only 8 foot. It fits in my truck. And look, it's got a tri-hull. So, and it's fiberglass. It's heavy. So I was thinking about getting like a little ski boat trailer and bringing this to Florida, because it's really wide compared to the other boat I got down in Florida. And I could bring another person and use the motor, because the seating in the front, you see there's this seating in the front, and I got a wood seat, and it's a lot wider than the plankton. So we'll see if when I go to Florida, Laura lets me use space for a boat. And this is my first boat, people. And I have wheels. That's wheels for the dinghy there. So it's like a wheelbarrow. You can put those on. I rarely use it. This is my first boat I ever had. And I still got it. It's growing. I don't know. I'm in New York. I don't know. Maybe down in Florida. I don't know. But you see how it would grow. This is my. This is another apple tree I grew from seeds, and thing is like huge, and the apples stink. See, there they are. There's like one. It was one apple on it. Where are you, apple? I saw one. I saw an apple. There it is. And squirrels eat them. They're not even good. And look how big the tree is. I was gonna chop it down, and I was like, oh, I use it for my hammock. See, that's the chain, and there's the other side. I put my hammock on it. So, and this tree here is a pear tree, but it's got some kind of disease now. See the pears? So I don't eat them. Up until about 7 years ago, it had this tree's as old as me, and it used to have great pears on it, not anymore. But yeah, and this is a cherry tree. I bought this from the store, and I didn't see any cherries on it, but it's growing like crazy. Look how big it is. And what a waste. So I'm gonna bring the spike and bring it by the door. You can see the ground, it's like drizzling, and it's not gonna stop. And I got more. These are peppers. This is an eggplant. I got a couple more I'm gonna plant. Peppers. Now check out this basil. This is Italian basil. Look at the size of the leaves. Look at this, it's like lettuce. I'm definitely gonna save the seeds from these. The guy told me, he goes, this is giant basil. I said, really? So he charged me like $1 for 4 of them. Look at this. And we're not even getting sun. Imagine how big these are gonna be when I get sun. This is only 4 plants. You should smell this just by touching it. I smell the basil. They're huge. So I never had giant basil before. That's a giant basil. You're growing medical legally. Oh, okay. I thought you asked me if I was growing it. No, I'm not. There's my fishing cart. I don't know if I'm going to use it. So, there's my pride and joy right there. And there's my Iverson. This is the bike my wife's going to drive. keeping this inside. This is a George Barris, who designed the Eddie Munster bike and also the Batmobile and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you look up George Barris. So this is the only bike I have designed by George Barris. So that's why it's kind of special to me. And it's in mint condition almost, so I love that chain guard. This is a repro. I got two of them. If anyone wants to buy this one, let me know. That one's not for sale. You don't make bikes like this anymore. And I don't know why I'm saving water. I thought there was going to be something going on once, and I put some water on the side there, but I'll probably dump them out and clean it up now. Alright guys, that's the update on the bike. I'm going to clean it up now. Maybe I'll come back in a little while. Bye.